this is the last time for me to introduce him to you as president. Will you please welcome President Randy Lowry?
Thank you. Thank you very much. You are kind. Please be seated. You are so kind. Thank you so much, and welcome to the gathering. We want to do 2 or 3 things in the next few moments. One is to use our assembled energy to honor someone. 2, to hear from someone who I think you'll find interesting and has words both for us in the form of words, but also music. And then I'll, at the end of this trio of activities, share some comments with you. You, as a community, whether you know it or not, have the opportunity occasionally to bring honor to those who have done and have achieved and have demonstrated who they are that is so consistent with who we seek to be. We have an award called the Copia Award, taken from a Greek word that essentially translated says, someone who worked until utter exhaustion to the glory of God. This has been given to public figures, it's been given to religious figures in our community, it's been given to those in this community as we recognize their extraordinary service. And this morning we wanted to take the opportunity to share a Copia Award with someone who you may not know, but someone who, because of his work, you are the recipient of this university community. Dr. John Lowry will introduce this year's Copia recipient.
Good morning, Lipscomb. One of the gifts that God will give you through your opportunity to learn here is the gift of the people that are sitting on the floor who have dedicated their lives to pouring into you. The grace that we've talked about this morning, as well as a great deal of knowledge and skill that you will take to go out and make a difference in this world. There is no one that has dedicated more of his life. There is no one that has been here longer than our special award recipient this morning. Someone who's been part of the Lipscomb family for nearly 7 decades. Someone who today starts his 64th year as a Lipscomb employee, Dr. Carl Mckelvey. On July 1st, Dr. Mckelvey turned 90 years young. He graduated from Lipscomb back in 1953, served in 5 different leadership roles, from the Dean of Students to an Executive Vice President, over the span of 32 years. And in 2002, he was inducted into the Lipscomb University Athletics Hall of Fame for meritorious service. He now serves as the director of the Center for Spiritual Renewal down at the Longview Mansion, a position that he's held since May of 2002. In addition to serving you all, he's also served churches his entire life. He was the minister of the Volti Church here in Nashville for 54 years. Here is a picture of longevity. His wife Joyce is with him today. They've shared 70 years of marriage. But perhaps the biggest impact is something that I began to see about 3 or 4 years ago when I was honored to be invited to be part of a Bible study with Dr. Mckelvey and a few other Lipscomb administrators. Here we have 50 years that separate us by age. And yet, despite that difference in generation and experience and in worldview and all of that, it was around studying God's Word that I formed a friendship that I will always cherish. That there was a mentor that was developed who's poured into my life, and someone who's made a huge difference in showing the grace of God. And so today, it is a tremendous honor to welcome to the stage our beloved Dr. Carl Mckelvey.
Dr. Mckelvey, we are so appreciative of all the stories, all the years, all the history, all the contributions, everything about your life that's entwined with this institution. And so, on behalf of our Board of Trustees and this entire university community, we bestow upon you the highest award we give other than a formal doctoral degree. We bestow upon you the Copia Award, recognizing your lifetime of service, the faith that you bring to us, the love that you show, and the contribution you have made. Congratulations. Let's thank Dr. Mckelvey again.
So one more surprise for Dr. Mckelvey before we let him go this morning, and that is Dr. Mckelvey, we looked back in our records, and Dr. Mckelvey and his wife Joyce and their family have given to Lipscomb University financially every year that we could track records for. And after having some conversation with Dr. Mckelvey, we've learned that Dr. Mckelvey has invested in you, the students, and you, the faculty, for over 60 years, which is much longer than the university records even track. And so because of the model that he is for all of us in terms of giving back, doing it faithfully year after year, I am pleased to announce a new giving society at Lipscomb University, the Mckelvey Society, which will recognize those who give on a consecutive basis to Lipscomb University. It will forever be known as the society that is modeled after a friend of this university that not only gave his life, but also made the investment in this community in terms of opening doors for students and providing opportunities for faculty. Would you join me one last time in thanking Dr. Carl Mckelvey?